No, that was last week.
Sight too soon.
Must have passed.
Jets.
8-volt. What?
Huh.
Really not the same name.
Be like that.
Jets.
Just dead.
Jets.
Yeah, it's vicious too. So
Some of the hardest ball in the game.
Gonna grab this pack. Grab the dog.
Sure. That's
Scorpion's born.
Fear.
Dogs. Oh wow, they ignored us.
yeah. Now you get some.
I did think you.
Are we taking Shannocks in the upper left part?
Do you have another place you want to tank, Shanix?
No, I was just curious if that's where we're gonna have to clear traffic to.
Mm-hmm.
You have to clear a lot anyways for him to spawn.
I thought I already had. I saw that you. Or was that an early one?
I just left him out.
Dogs.
Jets.
No one's streaming?
What?
I need to. I'll throw it.
Jets.
Wow, Sif. Wow.
I think that was intentional.
We're grabbing this pack. Cross, you know we've got to clear.
Yep. Tons of DCs, huh?
It's PTR.
For sure.
Hello.
What are we getting?
I guess the dog with the skull over its head.
Not bad.
And then I'll work my way back across.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'm getting more than just the dog.
It'll come out. Just back up. Good. That's a fear, so be careful.
Fear.
I'm not trying.
Okay.
Go on, Rager. That.
Yeah, that corner where we just were is where I tried the ledge strat last time.
You get the Bolton Giant
Yeah.
board.
Jets. Jets.
So get like one of these packs. And just kind of hit these packs until
Yep.
we're really close.
So for the ledge shred, I would say you probably want to get the stuff on top too, like this overseer.
We're probably not doing the ledge strat.
Okay.
We
Overseer.
watched Jordy.
Yeah, it's
Feel free not to die anymore.
just making sure that we're trapping them consistently more than anything else.
Yeah, there were some bugs last time where people were getting teleported down, and that was only on 10 man, so I have a feeling it would be a lot more of that in 25.
Let's kill the
Probably not
trash.
worth it.
Well, let's get
Oh,
those
sorry.
2 up top then. Right?
Yeah, 2 up top, and then if we need more, Alyss Resor direction.
Yeah. If you're typing in raid chat, I'm gonna be honest, I can't say a lot.
One up there doesn't seem to.
No, not moving.
These definitely seem like a stack up so they don't run all over the place kind of one, huh?
No,
No, don't want to stack.
Really? Want them running around like that?
they do a ton of damage.
But they charge anyways in melee.
And they do a good
Yeah,
chunk
you don't
of
want your
damage.
casters getting knocked out. Cast interrupted.
Pull it away from the scorpions.
Just wanted to make sure it didn't breathe and all of it.
Scorpions just want to be friends.
Fear.
Oh shit.
Nice one.
Eating whatever.
Is that BIS for strength users?
We got through.
It's for arms.
Thanks, bro.
get these flame walkers or wakers.
Ricky is here. Can we set Master Loot Cross just so that, like, I don't want to deal with freaking rolling those in the way. People DCing and everything. Never just want to roll.
We're out of combat. Oh, I'm not. B-Man.
Yeah, B-Man's still lead.
Yeah, I asked him to pass it back, but he hasn't passed it back yet.
Alright, never mind. Just keep going.
Get the Lord now. We lost the chance for the other one.
Jets.
There's a ton of trash. You're
Jets.
gonna want to clear a bunch of it initially.
Okay, there we go. So let's back up to the zone and talk.
Outsiders encroach on the Fire Lord's private
First, is everyone in
grounds.
disc?
Find
Like,
their
did you get the new people in?
Find them for
Well,
me,
asking it
that
is
I
not
may
gonna help.
dispense punishment.
Let me look.
Got 25 in the channel.
We haven't posted it since Maple joined, so unless they were private messaged.
They were not. So I will post it.
Somebody's not here, and I can't tell who. Because Eigen is here, and Eigen's not in the raid.
Well,
So
look.
there's...
Is he still on the channel? Because I don't see him in it anymore.
Eigen's on the channel.
Oh, okay, then everyone's here. Okay. So the big note for the people who did the 10-man, first, Chi, you're tanking the boss. Cross, you're doing the dogs. Chi, your idea or your job today is wherever we pull them. So where's my marking? Oh, I don't have MRT. Can someone mark for me here?
Where you want to
Like where Skull is. Yeah, Chi.
Oh, over there. Okay, yeah, give me a second.
So basically, wherever you pull Chi, you kind of roughly plant in this area. You're not doing a whole big move thing like we did last time, if you were here watching that. You just move slightly just to clear the ground space for melee. So like if traps get kind of disposed around the boss, you kind of shift to the right a little bit or whatever, just to clear the ground space so that we don't pop traps accidentally. Otherwise, Cross being the tankable dog tank, he's going to do his whole little dance. And I think we have the sheets. Everyone has the sheet. Open up the sheet.
The channel.
Yep. So you can see Van and Illy are primary rage bursters. You guys want to instant spell whenever it jumps on somebody as soon as possible to break it with a 40k or higher damage instant. So that's like your goal. If someone dies and it's late in the fight, whatever, we'll battle res them. But your goal is to break it as soon as possible. And then you are now the target of that boss and or that little dog, and then you're going to drag it over a crystal trap if available. Generally speaking, every crystal trap will be dedicated to that face raging dog so that we can get some resets in. Ideally, you trap it in a far away crystal trap, but sometimes it just won't work like that. Cross, you're going to have to just call for this is my trap, and then that's the one you plan and do your fancy stuff. Ember, Cross is going to do a big dance, and on the real ones, he's going to try to reset like once or twice this fight. On the one, he's going to call for you to grip you, perhaps, or whatever it's called for priests. Just be far away from where Cross is and give him that extra little movement. And that's kind of like the bonus trick that we'll do for his little reset.
In a certain direction.
Just away from where he is and not near a dog. So the goal, we're going to hero on pull, and our goal is basically to never accidentally pop a trap. Don't stand near traps. We're going to have, I think I'm going to do Core and Brother Man, I think. I'm going to mark them with Star and I guess Moon. you guys, as well as just doing damage, your goal is to like find where crystal traps are and stand beside them so that you can be like, I see that mark, that's where I'm going. The raid is generally lightly spread. Just lightly stacked, light spread, like not by yourself, but also not all on top of each other. And I mean that's the fight. We're heroing at the top. Healers, just be ready to instantly heal when he jumps on somebody, because if we can save a few of those up front, we can sacrifice people at the end in the last 20%, whatever. I mean, other than that.
Quick question, if I can.
Yeah.
Bob works on the eating stuff that the dog does.
Does it, or are you asking that?
I'm asking.
I don't think it does, but there was mention of that in Jordy's stream, but I never got a confirm. But so you can try it for sure. But
Can we put down a fast rotation, like just for have not 3 people trying to pop and popping himself?
Talk to Mullo. You all 3 of you are all healers, so you guys can negotiate that. So
Why don't you just try it on the first one, and we'll see if it works.
there you go.
Okay.
We're talking about bopping rage face or just the lead dot?
He's
rage face.
He's talking about like when it jumps on someone and like usually one shots them or 2 shots them.
Bop works.
Okay, well then there you go. Awesome.
The problem with that though is then we don't know where rage face is going. So then it just everybody needs to be aware that after a gun he's gonna just target somebody.
I'll make sure flash stop. Cross eats food. Pingu and popsicle and flash.
Number 1 priority, guys, is don't pop a trap. And if you have some control over a dog, don't drag it over the fire trap, because that stops it from being able to crystal trapped for some like 30 seconds or something like that.
Alright, we're pulling on this.
And we're only attacking the boss. You don't have to damage the dogs.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Trap.
Crystal trap on
Break.
You have to face the boss away. It does a cleave. Forgot to mention. Sorry.
Trap.
Rage face is bad.
Go for the throat!
Break. Trap.
Is it trap and move? Dog food!
Remember to be near the raid. You can't be by yourself, because that'll happen.
Trap.
Go for the throat!
Break.
Trapped by Star.
There is a trap under boss right now.
Go for the throat!
Break.
Dog food!
No, I get
Hope we're not.
So Cross, there almost will never be traps near you. You can't. You probably will have to drag to the boss to preemptively trap and then run.
Split it up.
Trap.
Now you stay dead!
Traps go where people are, and you'll be by yourself. So you're 1 in 25. So you'll almost never get
Dodge.
traps.
Dog food!
Chi, that was good. You might have shifted maybe one more time, but kind of small moves throughout the fight. You know, maybe 4 times in total over the whole fight span. but that was good. Chi, of
Trap.
course, I forgot to mention the cleave in the front. That's what got me and Pengu, so that's the cleanup there. And then in terms of the boss pickup, like the pull,
Dodge.
let's let it come to us more. We don't want to be chasing it and getting everybody out of range. That was a awkward little pull there. It's very inefficient for our hero as well. So
That was really bad timing.
yeah, so make sure it gets in front of us and then we pull it to the spot, you know. And then as Sev saw there, if you're by yourself and you happen to be jumped on, nobody's there to save you. So always be inside the raids area unless you're like Cross. Basically, the only person who's ever by themselves this fight is Cross. Sometimes Ember might go by themselves to then pull Cross away in his big mega chain, but otherwise everyone's kind of roughly in the same area. Yeah, there's gonna be times, Sev, where Cross runs out of range. That's his like thing he does. He won't be taking hits then. But yeah, if he wants to put a mark on him just to make it obvious where he is, but there will be times where he's purposely out of range and he won't be getting hit by anything. He'll come back into range when it's regular time, but when he's doing a big long little chain move he's doing, he's purposely getting away as far as he can.
No, not ready at all, Chi.
It's okay, you don't have the sheet. It's Van and Illy primarily. We'll wait till next
There is a
one.
sheet.
Yeah, it's in the Pineapple Pizza like text link. It's like there's a
He's probably been rich up.
Okay, that's nice.
We're gonna wait for one more rotation. It's unfortunate, but any
I
questions?
had a map error. I need a lot of buffs to reach stuff specifically.
So I guess I can be for Chi, like let it get to like here.
Questo è proprio Pog, cioè mi sono smutato in 1-0-1, appena ho sentito shit. Un pochino,
Let me mute him. Here.
Yeah, Chi, you'll pull like when he's here, and then like drag him to here, you know, and then like move 1, move 2, move 3, move 4, you know, and that's like the fight.
Still need priest buffs.
Chi, let's actually start the boss like here. Oh, I'm stealth, sorry, right here, and like eventually get to triangle if you need to. I'm just noticing that there's like a weird little lip here that's like hard to deal with, that we might want to avoid. Like where I am right here, you can't go up this little hill.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. I got stuck there.
Yeah, so like let's use like the street line, and then if you have to creep to square, then that's that.
That's really early.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was like 2 or 3 seconds off.
Trap.
Let's get Pengu up just to...
Break.
Fetch your supper!
Who's supposed to be over
Trap.
there healing Cross?
He doesn't need anyone healing right now.
Okay.
Trap on moon.
Break.
Block that. Thank you.
He did.
I'm having line of sight issues from this hill. It would have.
I think it was the prison.
Yeah, it was the prison.
Oh,
Yeah, I caught it up. I think someone still stepped on it.
Fetch your supper!
Alright, let's not pop the rage base things.
Okay, that's fine. We learned. And we're gonna shift the area again because this is not good. Maybe we'll start it on the other side. Maybe it's, I think it's more of a flat plane on the other side overall. So by other side, I mean like more of the entrance rather than this side of the place we cleared.
So it has to be a 40k hit to get rage base.
Yes.
Whatever you throw at it, is an automatic crit, so that helps. But yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of them I was like hitting for like 39k, so it wasn't like I was like, what the hell?
We've got upgrades.
I'm gonna try to keep a full stack fulmination for it because that does it immediately, but the bop isn't working because whoever the bop goes out and then rage base just goes and hits somebody.
Yep. So we won't do that anymore. Okay. So can you mark like over here maybe, where I'm jumping? Like as the well, actually we'll start on the road because that's where he'll be. So like
where do you want it?
Here. And then like, for G's purposes, like he'll eventually get to like here if you want to mark it.
Yep.
This is kind of the line you walk, G. Okay, so that should clean up some line of sight and some movement stuff. So it's 45k break. Okay, then that's that. Okay, he's coming around, so let's get ready. And Cross, you have to do the other side for your kiting stuff.
Yeah, I put an X down.
Yeah, have we tried distracting him? See if we can get a better pull down.
It doesn't work. No, Cross, you're going this way. You're coming this way.
Over where all
like
the rocks are?
Where the Soulstone, Hellstone.
Yeah, we've mirrored the fight. Okay, so let's prep for this one. It's way too early. Who keeps doing that?
This seems okay.
5,
This is not bad.
4,
Okay, fine.
3, 2, 1.
Malay, be careful of cleave.
Trap.
Trap on moon.
Go for the throat!
Break.
I think I was bopped, maybe? I don't know. That was really quick.
Yeah, it looks like Julie just broke it quick.
Oh, even better.
Fetch your supper! The Fire Lord will be most
Trap.
pleased.
Get Vanny.
Trap on
Go
moon.
for the throat!
Break. Trap.
Dog food!
Trap on moon.
Fetch your supper!
Forward.
Dog food!
Hit meow instead if you can.
Yeah. Better.
Let's try to make sure we trap Rage
Trap.
Face there.
I'm down and I'm assuming
Go
we're out
for
of
the
the
throat!
Break.
Yeah, both times we did.
So what happened there, Cross? How did he die? Did he enrage?
No, I think what happened was I tried to get him trapped right before he ran
Trap.
to pick up the
Now you stay
Pick up
dead.
the,
That's
and
your
he didn't
supper.
trigger it.
Yeah, okay. So he must have ran through a fire trap and then wasn't.
Idiots.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's the only thing that stops him.
Now you
Okay,
stay dead.
so that's that death. Now, we didn't really get a good reset on the Rage Face at all, hence the one-shots.
Ross took the
This is-
first trap, and it kind of screwed over everything.
Oh, okay. So let's try make sure we don't do that, because Cross, you can go like 4 traps in a row without having to deal with it, and then you get 1 reset, and then that's the fight.
I'm really struggling to try to get this 45k hit off of him. Like I saved a pyro on him, and I tried to hit him with a fireball, and I'm not hitting that.
You have to be arcane, basically, to do it consistently.
I'm not running famous secondary. Actually, I don't have any talents. I could.
But the biggest thing, though, is wherever Rage Face is trapped, people have to get away from him.
Yeah, okay.
Because he'll
So-
chase whoever, like, does it, and then he kind of goes after me after the trap for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then he targets someone randomly, and if they're right next to him, he doesn't reset. That's kind of what happened there.
All right, so let's get a little movement now into it, Chi. I was trying to avoid not having to, because Jordy's didn't have at all, but let's say we start here, you know, on the left. When we call, like, there's been a face rage trap, just move the boss to, like, here. And then do the opposite the next time. So we'll try that.
And then do you want, like, the raid, like, just staying where we are now, and then just obviously letting them bounce melee back and forth between the markers there?
No, you have to get away from Rage Face.
Okay,
Yeah,
so okay.
When we all move with the boss, if the boss is... Oh, I don't want to stand there. Are we ready?
Could be.
Yeah, I understand now.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, I guess I'm
1.
not in arcane on this fight then. Like,
It's fine, I know that.
I have no talents now. So.
Oh, yeah.
Trap.
Go for the throat.
Break.
Please stop bopping.
That's your supper. Dead food.
Oh, he's got a trap right under him.
Trap.
We need to break this prison back here.
Go for the throat.
Break.
The Fire Lord will be most pleased.
Trap.
That's your
Dodge.
supper.
Dodge.
All right, let's just wipe it up clean, and we'll kind of address the things that went wrong there. Obviously, we pulled without someone having talent, so that was bad.
Trap.
So just to be clear, we're not bopping anyone. I think Maple might be still bopping, because he was the first to bop. Just very clear, we're not bopping anybody. Decided against that. Second thing is, make sure everybody's stacked, like, in the same side of the boss. For example, I saw BR, you were on the wrong side of the boss, and you got a crystal trap. We want to make sure we're all kind of in the same area, so that all the traps are where they're supposed to be.
That's your supper.
And then, I don't know, how did Cross/Chi die?
I'm just getting barely 66, 66, 92,000.
So, for you, Cross, just make sure you're in range of the healers when it's not the full kite time. I guess maybe that's being out of range.
Yeah, I think he was out of range of me at least.
Okay.
And if you're out of range of me, I assume that you're under control.
Maple, it's like it's their own little mechanic, but what Cross is doing resets his stacks as well as the boss's stacks. It's a big chain of different things that Cross is still tuning, and that's why he's dying occasionally.
Percent to the face, that's bullshit.
So Maple, the boss throws a spear. We're not pulling this one, okay? We're gonna let him rotate one more time. The way it works is the boss throws a spear, and it's at the place where the dog is currently that Cross is tanking. The dog goes to that spear, picks it up, and brings it to the boss. And then if that spear, if that time is less than a certain period of time, that resets the boss's stacks. But then the dog comes back to the Cross, the outside tank, and if a certain time span goes along, that resets that stack. So it's like both sides have stacks that are reset in that mechanic. Let's prep for the next pull, though.
Yep.
So everyone just remember, watch your feet. Don't pop things that you shouldn't. Chi, do a light little dodge if there's like too many traps under the boss, but also we haven't trapped the guy. Remember, we just talked about how if we do trap a dog, let's say we're by purple and a dog is the face raging one is now trapped at purplish. We all move as a group to this where we are right now, actually. Basically, exactly how we are now. And then the same goes, we stay here. If we trap a dog in the prison here, we go to purple. And then back and forth.
I don't think so.
When he's carrying the spear, he is. To a degree.
No, it's when he's not carrying it. When he's going to pick it up, he's slowable.
Yeah.
Right. And I've been throwing chains on it.
Yeah, that's why Cross is that tank, because he can self-slow it.
We were pulling some room.
No, you cannot permachain.
Go frost if you want. Sounds good, right?
That sounds like a trap.
Stupid.
Okay, this is the real one.
Oh, slow. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, Ray, reposition under purple-ish. You don't want to be standing between the two colors.
Trap on Moon. He is trapped.
Fetch your sword!
Great.
The Fire Lord will be
Trap in melee,
most
watch out.
pleased.
Trap.
Trap on Moon.
Can we get Van out?
Emily to melee.
Fortunate timing.
The Fire Lord will be most
Yeah, so let's
pleased.
reset this. Few notes. The idea is that when we pull the boss, we all move on the road. We can't stand in the middle because that defeats the purpose of the move, because the traps will be in the middle. We want them to be to the far left and the far right when we move eventually. Because if, let's say, a crystal trap appears where we started the fight and nobody moved, the dog would be trapped right in the middle, and the point of him jumping and taking time to jump is defeated. Like the
Cross,
reason
what
why
was
we're
getting you?
moving. Yeah.
It honestly felt fine until Cross died.
Yeah. While Cross is saying that, continue to call out traps in the melee. But one thing I'm doing as a rogue is I'm disarming the traps. So like I will disarm it, don't pop it before it's disarmed. But that's gonna help us not have to move until we have to do the big move.
Big Fanny? I didn't think about it.
I mean, like, I'm just, like, not optimized for this in any way.
Yeah.
Like, the biggest crit that I had was, like, 40k or something. So it's still, I'm still short on it. Which I'm sure if I had a bunch of mastery, it'd be a whole different story.
Reki, are you well, no, one
It's
if
marks.
you yeah, if you aim shot, it's guaranteed to.
Doesn't have aim shot in survival.
That's why I said marks.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, but he's not going marks.
He's not marks.
Okay.
Some people do have their hunters go marks for that.
Yeah, there's.
Again,
significantly
if
up.
you see a frost trap, please get away from it so he does not get trapped before he jumps.
Good.
Yep.
Look ready.
Cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Move to purple.
Trap.
Go for the throat.
Break.
Trap on Moon.
Fetch your
And of course, he did the
supper.
immolation trap one step before the crystal.
Trap.
Isolation trap in the rain.
Yep.
So Chi, this is one where you move. Oh, it's been popped. No,
Go for the
the
throat.
wrong dog was trapped.
Dog food.
Trap.
2 traps on Moon.
We'll just stay stationary, see what happens.
Get away from the dog.
Fetch
If
your
you're close by, get
supper.
moved. Alright, he reset.
Go for the throat.
Break.
Someone
Okay,
break me.
Now
Trap on Moon.
stay dead.
Trap.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, wipe it up. Yeah,
We throw
yeah,
out
no
a
worries.
res.
And while we have that.
It's fine. So we actually did really well that time. I think both docs got reset. So like that's so I'm assuming Cross learned some stuff there, and we got some finagling to do with the front trap stuff, but we did get a reset going there.
Idiots.
So yeah, while we run back, or are we resing?
Got a res.
Yeah,
Okay,
sounds good.
so Chi, be very careful there. If there's ever a crystal trap in melee, you want to get the boss away from that stack as soon as possible, because then if the dogs jump, it's like they jump on a melee and immediately get used up. That was what happened there. So that's like a small move, just so that when he jumps, like melee's moved away from the trap. So Chi, we actually shouldn't have. I thought we could have ran to green when I called for it, but the problem is that both dogs were at the same spot, and the wrong one got frozen. So it was theoretically the correct move, but it ended up not being because the wrong one froze. Yes, Chi. and then back the other way for the inverse. If we're ready, we got one.
Bunch of people should be eating. Check your food buff.
Five.
Trap.
Give any.
Does me not understand
Give any.
cast time now.
Go for
Really
the
sorry about
Great.
Fetch your supper!
Trap.
Trap on Moon.
Go for the throat!
He is trapped.
Trap.
Everyone move across.
Fetch your supper!
Get cross up. You can get me up. I've got the other one trapped.
Yeah.
Go for the throat!
Break.
The Fire Lord will be most pleased.
Trap.
So here's yep.
Trap on Moon.
You don't have a weapon tank right now, so
Everyone to diamond.
Now you stay there,
Great.
throat!
You said I'm retreat.
Trap.
Slight movement. Just to get their first trap out. All right. Well, someone popped it. Okay. Okay, let's wipe it up. But that was really good. We got some resets going. What was this one?
Danny, did you break the first rage phase?
No.
Trap.
Great.
Because somebody who's not Mir Vanny is like messing with rage phase, and he's getting up to like 30 stacks and killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dispersed the first one when he hit me.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't disperse?
The
Yeah,
first
don't-
should be fine.
He apparently dropped it though, is the problem, and just went after a random person.
Would Fade make him go after somebody else?
Fade.
Oh, okay, because I hit Fade and then dispersed.
Yeah, don't.
Oh,
Do
okay,
that.
alright, that's my fault then.
The whole thing we're trying to do is we want to have him go after either me or Vanny, and then we can make sure he gets trapped correctly.
Okay.
Someone with mark. Can you mark like something here? Ground effect. Okay, and then
There-ish.
sure, yeah, and then do one like right here. Okay, guys. So when I say like we have to stand as a raid, chi is where purple is when we start. The raid must be near square. You have to move. And then when chi moves to green, the raid is like where star is. This area. You can't stand in the middle. Because if it stands in the middle, the dog equally jumps the same distance, and it's like we're wasting our time moving. So just remember, you have to move as a raid. You can't plant the whole fight.
Yeah. We're good. Watch it.
No, Maple, there's no way to avoid it. This is the hard part of the fight, where like the stacks are just this mechanic that we're doing.
Get the Larry. Frosty doesn't have legs, you don't have to check.
Yep, no legs.
No legs.
Wow.
Bolgarn apparently has legs, and Rusty.
I'm gonna have to see for Rag. I'm not sure.
The Rogan's got legs.
Also, in the future, we probably want to drop soul wells and feast like away from where we're fighting.
That's probably smart.
So if you're in melee and you get the crystal prison, what's the best?
Move the fuck away.
Just get away.
Yeah.
Yep. Chi's going to do his best to move the boss just a little bit so that the crystal prison gets exposed and not under the boss. But don't just dumb walk behind the boss thinking, oh, I'll be safe. You have to look at the ground and make sure you're never popping traps as a person in this raid.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
The biggest thing is you need to be at least 5 yards away from the trap, because if Rage Face comes to you, he'll get trapped before we want him to be trapped.
Yep. So that's the small move that Chi does, just to clear away from where a trap is if it happens to go under melee. And then when the dog gets trapped correctly, that's the big move where he goes to green, and then back to purple, and then to green, and then to purple. And us as a raid, whatever color he's at, purple or green, you're in the front color. You don't stand in the middle.
Yeah, everyone needs to be aware of what's going on. It's not just to stand still and pump.
But also kill it fast. Yeah, we can do that.
Flasks are only an hour, so they could be running out.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one we're going for. Remember, the second it pulls, you move on to like blue, and then you start doing whatever you're doing.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Trap.
So no, we stay here. We stay planted.
Great.
And then Bandy's going to break it and bring it onto the trap.
Trap on move.
And then move Chi. Big move.
Fetch your supper!
And then raid goes to yellow. Everyone should be yellow or further.
Trap.
Go for the
And then we wait for the new trap.
Now you stay dead.
I mean, like, did a melee
Trap on
attack
move.
it?
Something.
Trap.
And we move to purple. And everyone goes to square.
That's that trap that's kind of in the middle you can take.
Go for the throat.
Break.
The Fire Lord
Trap.
will be
Trap on move
most
across.
pleased.
So we're gonna wipe it
Crystal
up.
in melee, watch out.
Yeah. So we're gonna wipe it up because Cross is dead and everyone's slowly dying.
Now you
But
stay dead.
non-cross people, that was great. That's exactly the pattern, and we just do that infinitely back and forth the whole fight.
Non-cross people.
Trap.
Yeah, Cross, you screwed it up.
Yeah, well, he has his own. He has his own little mechanic he's doing. Everyone else does this one.
Fetch your supper.
Also, everyone, you need to have Rage Face as your focus or something. If he's like running towards you after a trap, you need
The
to fight
Fire
him.
Lord will be most pleased.
Yeah, we can mark ridges. It respawns.
I think we had somebody die early over here. Just remember to always be behind the boss because he has a big cleave.
No, I died first because I just got rage face with 20 stacks again.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, it is imperative that everybody is aware of where rage face is and everything is going on. Like, this is going to be a huge thing in Firelands. Like, you need to be paying attention to everything. Everybody is responsible for doing every mechanic.
So you're saying I shouldn't put Chi on follow for this fight?
Rage Face has a star on top of his head. Good boss on Vanny.
Okay.
Vanny, you're gonna be good for this round.
I mean, as good as I'm gonna be.
But I mean, ready, not like suck or something. Cross, stop dying.
I'm trying.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Trap.
Everyone should kind of be on the road if you can.
Go for the throat.
Break.
It's beside the boss.
Yep. Trap by Moon.
Get ready to move, Chi.
Get in the
And
crowd.
everybody moves. Everybody
That's
moves.
your supper.
Green, yeah.
Trap.
Trap on
He's
Moon.
on BR lock. Watch it, BR.
Go for the throat.
Break.
Right.
Dog food.
Let's get Ilya.
Trap.
He's got an
It's
info.
can't be trapped.
Yeah, he's got an info trap.
That's your supper. The Fire Lord will be most
Break.
pleased.
No.
Just wipe it.
Yeah, this is
The Fire Lord will be most pleased.
Trap.
The Fire Lord will be most pleased.
Easy.
Oh no.
Now you stay dead.
Are we gonna have a battle race? Or,
that should have a soul stone. He always does.
Okay. I think we've got about 2 more pulls of this based on the time we've been spending on each one, and then we're going to move to Beth, so make these last 2 ones count. Like, really try to learn something about it. Every learning moment is good so that we can carry it over to the first night. But we want to make sure we're learning a lot today, so we're going to move to Beth at the hour mark. Regardless, however it goes.
Illy, you're getting base rage focused a lot. Is that just gonna happen, or is it just bad luck?
We're getting bad luck, but also every time I get rage, he's at 20 stacks. So I just
Yeah, I know that. Like that one, like I
it is
was like, oh cool, he's on
imperative.
focus. I'll go hit him, and then you were dead.
That time.
Because I'm literally watching people sit in the halfway point between fucking square and star.
Yeah, you gotta get away from.
Start calling names.
Yes, he hit BR. Like, honestly, star should be up here, where I'm at.
Move it.
He was on you for like before you died. To be fair.
The first one, yeah. The second one, because he got it the second time and just fell over.
Yeah.
Let's prep for the
this
pull.
First time.
Might be early, but it's okay.
Seems okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Trap.
Trap by Moon.
Get away from that trap, everyone. Don't. You're standing on the trap. Move from the trap.
Break.
Now you stay dead. That's your supper.
Okay, move.
Trap.
Go for the throat.
You need you to keep this
Break.
back up for Vanny.
Yep.
Trap on Moon.
Trap.
Okay, trapping rage now.
And move. Far side. Blue, purple.
You can have the next trap, Ross.
That's your supper. Go for the
Break.
throat.
We get reset.
Now you stay dead.
Trap.
Trap on Moon.
Roll for jump.
Break.
Wrapping
That's
him.
your
Trap.
supper.
And move. Green, yellow, green, yellow. There is one trap.
Get far enough away from Rage Face so that he reset.
Reset.
I can't really see well there, so someone call out the trap move.
Go for the
Break.
throat.
Trap.
Get a,
Trap on Moon.
That's your supper. Dog food.
Trap.
Alright, he's
Trap.
trapped.
And move.
Far away from him. He's on this side of stars. That side is where.
Purple, blue.
Go for the throat.
Jump.
Break.
Now
Sometimes
you
traps are
stay dead.
Got reset.
That's where are you?
Trap.
Res cross if you can.
Trap on Moon.
That's your supper.
I don't think it matters because he doesn't have normal threat.
Most
But
pleased.
Yeah, I mean, especially this late, it might be hard to get him, but
He's immolated
Fire
anyways.
Lord will be
Break.
most pleased.
Do you want us to be eating the immolate with AMS?
No. Rogues would be up normally, and we would be disarming the trap.
Now you
Griplin's
stay
trap.
dead.
I mean, I can eat it with
Use that,
AMS,
wipe it up.
and it doesn't hurt at all.
I mean, sure. I guess if that's something you think you can do, wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
Dog food.
So apparently they don't enrage.
They don't enrich.
That's your supper.
I know they made the mention of that in the notes, but it didn't happen on Jordy itself.
Fire Lord will be most pleased.
Yeah. So
5% this time.
Yeah, it's good. Come.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to Beth.
yeah, so that was great. That like we do that 3 more times, and that's a kill guaranteed based on that performance, guys. So that I think is a great locked-in performance for PTR night. So now we got to use this time we have to our advantage, learn another boss. So we're doing Beth, and the skip still works according as I saw. So let's do the skip.
What is the skip?
You kind of walk around the rim.
Trash. That's for losers.
As long as we can get a lockup with a couple people, then we can summon anyone who's struggling.
Hey, by the way, everyone support a bug ticket for Rage Face. The 100% crit is not working.
Is it not? That's
No, that's why we were having issues.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Anytime in I was always short, like 40k, but never
I
a
mean,
45k, unless
that
I was
also is just
popping
gonna be
arcane power.
That's also just going to be a gear thing, right? Like, I don't get.
Some of it's a gear thing. We might want to make sure that one of the locks is running COE on it as well, because that might help.
That's a good idea.
Well, my fulmination at 9 stacks should immediately break it, and it was not critting.
Wait, you gotta go back over here.
Jump to the left of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, if I was full mastery reforged, it would have been a little bit of a different story.
No, just go arcane on the PTR with no reforging. Just do it.
You can
right
jump
when
up
we
here,
tell you
guys.
Okay, so once you arrive here, please open the sheet, spreadsheet. There's very specific assigns for this boss.
Yeah, and Mage Tail and Vanny, you're gonna be doing something weird. So read that if you haven't, or Com if you want to talk about it, whatever.
I don't know mages. You have the thing maybe.
Yeah, okay, so do this.
in your
Explain what you told me earlier, and then just say the Cauterites Ice Block thing.
I'm just gonna read what Jody said. So
Go.
he said. So mages, there's going to be 2 mages that are part of the upstairs crew. It's not going to be locks, and so I think I've written in the sheet Mage Tail and Van. I guess that makes sense. So basically, Cross is going to go up. He's going to call. He's up. He's going to pop a defensive. Then healers are going to go up. So I think it's Molo first, Ember second. They're going to say healers are up, and then once healers are up, that means mages can go up. So you take the string up. You're going to DPS the boss like normal upstairs. You're just a damager, you know, get away from the ground effects, you know, stay alive. 1 mage per rotation of upstairs will, when the cast is starting to go for his like nuke thing, you go as far on the side of the map as possible upstairs. So I'm just going to read what he said. Stand far side of the web, i.e. maximize the distance between Beth and the mage upstairs. Last second before the Smoldering Devotion cast finishes, pop Ice Block. Stay in Ice Block. Then your Cauterize will proc while exiting block, then Mirror Image and Viz to reset back to the tank. And if you do that correctly, we won't have any nuking between the phases. So your goal is to like always be up there, so that never happens. So one mage per rotation, and there's 2 rotations upstairs.
Yeah, so Vanny will do it first, and then Mage will do it second.
Where's in the bathroom? What are the marks for?
I don't know.
Okay, so we have 3 directions. Or is that what you're asking about the marks? So
It just got cleared.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna list a team. I'm gonna just say the direction. Okay, so I'm gonna say left cave, which if we're looking at the boss, it's to our left, kind of in and to the left. That's gonna be Shermie, Reki, and Sev. So Sev, you're gonna kind of lean that side of the map. You're not gonna go all the way up to the cave. Reki, you're gonna stay near Sev, and Shermie, you're gonna be up in the cave space. And Shermie, your goal is to interrupt the broodlings, the ones that explode. Reki, your goal is to AoE down as well as intercept backup broodlings. And Sev, your goal is to keep those guys up as well as heal the raid when you can. So that's to the left. To straight ahead, like behind Beth, where we're looking right now, that team is the same concept, but it's Hiatus Troll in the cave, Brother Man as the ranged, Meow as the healer. Okay? And then the right team, looking at the boss, it's Popsicle as the melee, Muck as the ranged, Eigen as the healer. Okay? Now, I want to be careful with these healers. You are also healing the raid still. Theoretically, not a lot of damage is getting through, but like, Chi will be tanking the big guy, and he does damage. Because 2 healers are up, so you're the 3 healers in the down. So, you still got to do that. And I said Eigen, but I mean by Eigen I mean Roy Satyria. Okay, so you're the right group, Roy Satyria.
So is the smoldering devastation a pulse damage up there?
It's like a big one-shot type thing. Think like Algalon basically when he does the whatever it is. When we're supposed to go to the black hole, whatever we need to do stuff. Think like that. So you're probably gonna quote unquote die. Cauterize is gonna save you. You block, you mirror, you invis.
Okay, so a few questions were asked. Who is her Hydestrol? That is Laura Descend. Hydestrol. Okay. Second question is Denature asks where he is. If your name wasn't those named, you're kind of roughly spread in the middle, killing the spiders that are the string spiders, the other spiders that are there, and the last thing you kill is the drone spider, the big one. Malay, you prioritize the big spider, unless something has to be caught up from. Like, we're kind of the pace for the spiders. Anybody with a taunt, you have to spam taunt on the big string ones to bring them down. And so what we're going to find, we're going to pull pretty soon here, is we're going to have upstairs learning their job. We're going to have our cave people learning their job and catching all those brood lords. And then everyone in the middle is about keeping alive and not, getting behind on our waves. Between waves, we stack in the center, and there's a rotation for cooldowns, and Molo is going to be calling a lot of cooldowns today, so just listen to Molo.
Yeah, so the mages are going to be like wave 3 of the threads to go up. We're going to wait for the healer to go up.
Cross
yeah,
goes
wait for the
first.
tank of the healer.
Molo goes second, Ember goes third, Mage.
Good. Here's spammer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So everyone stack in the center to start. There's going to be some damage intake. Make it so that the healers don't have to fight it. And then go to your caves and hunt these guys down, nuke them out. Use the string. Taunt spam, please.
Showing up.
Tank up. One healer up.
We get pops.
2 healers up. At.
So let this one breathe out and just learn from whatever happens to you.
Put 2 spinners.
Fixate.
Get down. Get it.
Idiots.
So Chi, if you ever see the spiderlings get to you, like they're getting close, you move the boss, the drone, because they heal whatever they cut.
So did I go up too early and I took it from a healer?
Oh no!
Even survive up to the devastation?
Perhaps. It probably was likely because we were slow on the strings, so therefore I doubt that.
Yeah, HPAL, get your taunts out.
Everybody who has a taunt button must be spamming taunt until all the things on the strings are on the ground, because until that, they're going to stay up there and we can't attack them.
Reki, try distracting. I don't know if it works. I don't know if you tried it. Used it once, did it work? Yeah, okay, cool.
Every paladin has 1 taunt.
I threw one
Warriors
out.
have a taunt.
I threw one out as I ran over.
Yeah, so because initially we're gonna have a bunch of them up there, DKs are typically assigned to the tunnels. The DK, your primary to start, is to really get those taunts spammed out, and then you do your tunnel work. Your ranged partner will kind of try to start up the lane while you kind of taunt spam for a bit, and then they return. So like there's a balance there. Ideally, we have like another warrior or something that can like be there, and so there's tanks, DKs in the middle. But until then, you got to find that balance. Yes, and so you'll notice that there's like a knockback person or a slow person in each of those lanes. Definitely use those abilities to slow the spiders.
But the little spiders get to the drone, they're healing the drone like crazy.
Exactly.
So we gotta really kill those.
Yeah, that drone should have died probably 2-3 times over.
So everybody else in the raid, if you have a line drawn on you, that means a drone, or are they called brood? Something like that?
Broodlings, yeah.
Broodlings. That means a broodling's gonna come. Leave the raid stack and have them explode on you by yourself, because it drops a ground effect that everyone must move out of. If you see the small spiderlings approaching the drone, kill the spiderlings before the drone, because each one of them is like 10% of the life. It's like doing a 10% hit. Cool.
Do people need to eat?
Do you have
So we're
more
bo-
than one of those explode ones on you? Should you soak them all, or?
Yep.
I had 3 on me.
Yep.
It just happens. RNG.
We don't really need a full time. We'll just go in. Yeah, Monk, I believe I do.
Okay, I'm gonna swap talents to get the slow field on my mushrooms after this.
How did Illy die?
Got melee probably.
Yeah, you can't touch the boss.
Get him up.
I didn't touch the boss.
Got too close though.
I'm literally where everyone else is.
Tank going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
Keep talking.
Ass.
You should be a little closer, Chi. Your healers are in the caves. And they're not going to be near you.
Further away, so he's gonna put close to him because they are.
Like, there's good. Yeah.
Idiots.
Ass.
We're behind on the drone for sure.
Up.
Tank up. Healer up.
Alright, prep for white.
Tank up.
We need a... Is that something that's always going to be on Sev, for example? Do I have to call for that?
Yeah. Of course, doing that.
Okay.
Idiots.
Yes, Chi. So the big drone will be tanked by Chi as long as it's on Chi, and then it'll fixate someone randomly in the raid, and that person has to kite him away, ideally just infinite kiting him. It has a frontal cleave, and that person has to be careful to not drag him towards like a cave where there's fresh spiderlings that'll just heal it. Theoretically, once we get stable and everyone learns their responsibilities and the balance of it all, the caves will be pretty tightly clean, and so there won't be too many spiderlings to dodge around, but that's the kind of idea, that eventually you'll have to taunt it back Chi. I believe it's an active taunt. And then bring it back.
Yeah, move your Markle a little closer. You can probably stand there, and then it'll be on the inside, like towards boss.
Let's make sure not to stack directly under the boss on the start, because it does that one shot. It was doing it for Jordy's raid as well. So like we'll stack together, but like to the right of the boss, you know? And just be we really need those taunts. I know it sucks. We don't have like 14 DKs, you know?
The number of flasks are gone. B-man, you gotta eat.
particular, it's really important when we swap back into round 2, we need to get those first strings down really quick so that Cross can get up and that the nuke can stop because the mage has done their job, you know? Try gripping DKs as well, that might help. Cross thinks it might work.
Gripping works.
That drops them too. Alright. Everybody's
So,
ready.
before we pull, we need 2 range DPS per spiderling pack, otherwise we're not killing them.
Okay, so then Natured, you take left, like triangle. Who's left? We've got Illy.
Yep.
Backside, diamond or star, and Casty. You go on the purple. But let's say you start on those 3 people. You prioritize the spiders that drop to start, and then you transition to cave side. Like, we'll find a balance there.
It's pretty instantaneous. Those spiderlings, as soon as they come out, we need to be on them.
We have to find a balance. We have to kill the things upstairs. So, like the things.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even touching any of those heads. I was just on the drone. So this will help for sure.
Yeah, drone is the absolute last thing. Like, there's nothing left to kill. You kill the drone.
Let's go.
Maple, we don't want to stack unless it's the mid transition because there's ground effects that you can't stand under, and if you're all stacked, then it's just the worst thing ever.
Shouldn't it be ground effects if the broodlings are?
Broodlings are gonna get.
We gotta clean it up.
Whoever you have a broodling on you, just stand outside of the group, and that will help. The very obvious line to you, it only shows up if it's attacking you.
Here are the spiderlings already.
Cross going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
Move your rhythm.
Yeah.
I fell down.
Oh, no.
Freaking hard to get to.
Oh, Ember got melee. Maybe just give Cross a little bit more time before going out.
Yeah, it has to be Cross first. He'll call who's up, then it's Molo,
Yeah,
and
let's
then
Cross first. She just went like right after, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, because sometimes you get randomly placed, and it's like you're right beside the ball.
Yeah, I was like right under.
So you just
6-8.
Okay, let's just use a few more seconds here just to help people see what it is, and then we'll reset.
Ember, do you know about the meteors up there? Ground. If you stand in that, when the meteor hits you, it creates a hole in the web and you fall through.
Oh, I fell after I died.
Yeah, if you die up top, you fall down dead. Like the dead body gives up on the ground.
Yep, sometimes you just get all the
love.
So a good thing.
Just go bear mode and.
Okay, a good note about that. With moving those 2 extra DPS, like Reki and I's triangle seemed pretty solid. We were good. I don't know how the other cave groups were, but that drone still almost died, which was really good.
Yeah, like
we're not behind on the drone now because we're getting it again.
Yeah, as long as the spiderlings don't get to the drone, we can have 2 drones up for like a few seconds between the transition. Ideally, once we get real good at this and smooth, the drone is dead as well, but you know, that's the goal.
It was at 15%. We had a lot of people dead too.
Yeah, so like it's very realistic that we've gotten it nice as long as we don't have deaths. The real challenge is that second wave of the line spiders. We need to make sure those die real nice and quick because we want to get people up, you know? But yeah, we're getting time in, and then that's how we learn these little rolls. With the 10-man we did, it was like this, and then we learned it, and then okay, we've made it to the second round. Okay, we've made it to the third round, and then we saw the final, you know? It's just
for the like Cassie, you were on the right side, correct?
Yeah. I was told.
Yeah, so
totally
you're killing the spiderlings, but if you see one of those broodlings coming, even if it's not focused on you, just intercept it, because the less shit that the main group has to deal with, it's just going to be easier to focus on the drone and kill it.
Yeah, I found that using the disperse was pretty good because then it doesn't slow me.
Yeah.
If you jump away while it hits you, you don't get slowed.
Yeah, even just moving while it hit me, I was able to pretty consistently not get slowed.
Okay.
Chi, you ready?
Recky, you running on track? I assume. I think so. Stop. Yeah, I thought that seems helpful. Last wave was helpful too.
Tank heading up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
Coming up, actually, I can't get to that one.
Ah.
It's just difficult to
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, you only want to be there for the devastation, not the whole thing.
Meow, you gotta kite that. Or run.
So I shouldn't go up right away?
No, you go up right away. You don't go at range until the devastation. Like blink away when that pops.
Can we batter it?
Spinners.
Okay, I
Ah.
think I got
Tank
him
up.
on.
Tank up.
I think I did the thing there.
Let's try to make it through
Healer
these
up.
spinners.
Healer up. Add.
That's fine. Okay, so that was a great progress actually. We made it basically through 2 rotations. We missed that drone, it got healed, but it would have died probably, but...
The kiting for that first turn was pretty bad. Like, it went way through the raid and picked up probably 40% health or something.
Yeah.
You don't have to kite them.
Well, by kite, I mean, like, get it out of the raid. Like, kite it out. Get it out.
Get it away from the ads.
It just needs to be by X, and it should be fine.
Well, it'll fixate someone, though, and if they just stay in the raid stack, then that's what I mean. Like, they have to leave the raid stacks.
So if
So
we pull off the mage tech, does that mean that there's no AoE damage on the bottom then?
exactly, it breaks the mechanic.
I'm not understanding. Why are we moving it out of the raid stack if the drone needs to be on X the entire time?
It fixates.
It has a
Again,
fixate mechanic.
Yeah, but you can tank it because he does 75%
Yeah,
less
it does
damage.
way less damage.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact of where the person is. And if they don't know that it's fixated on them, then they're on the other side of the raid. Like if they're on the star group and that's who it fixates, it's gonna move that way.
Yeah, we wanted to get it. Like, I wish that person, whoever it fixates on, immediately goes to X. I agree.
Right.
So what we're trying to tell the people is, like, pay attention. If you're fixated, you have to get out of the raid, ideally to X, because that's the furthest away from small spiderlings you can be. Because unfortunately, that time it was dragged into spiderlings.
Well, it's just I think the word kiting is confusing, and that's kind of why if you are fixated, go to X.
Sure. But I mean, if you have boots, you can infinitely not get hit in an X area. That's also.
Well,
See,
if you're
that's what I
booting
do.
around, it's going to be more liable to get closer to spiderlings than you can just stand on X.
So I've been getting 3 of those exploding spiders like a bunch of times because I'm spending a good amount of time in bear. Should I just face tank those and smash into them?
Yeah, that's fine.
If you get targeted with them, leave the stack wherever you are and just take them. Accept them.
As long as you don't take 3 like back to back immediately, you won't die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I got some CDs. I can use survival instincts.
Yeah, the idea is that the wave, the cave people will intercept 1 or 2 of them probably, but if the third one gets through, just don't be in the stack, you know?
I have the right mages, so we're fine, right?
Yes.
Tank going up.
Healer up. Healer up.
Idiots.
Add.
Get this one, don't worry about it.
Oh, I missed that one. Coming at you.
Idiots.
Oh no, Casty.
Add.
You'll be remembered.
Yeah, I got
Going up.
Tank up.
Drone's dead.
If there's VRs, please.
Healer up.
I want to have it.
Healer up.
Down.
Yeah, Mola's gonna take. Okay, reset position. But like downstairs, guys, that was great. We did a full rotation and everything was dead.
Casty, you don't have to like block them in a tunnel like that. Like, there's plenty of time to kill them.
Yeah, I got security.
The first set of spiderlings on each side is if you get too close, they will melee you.
Yeah, they have like normal aggro for some reason. I don't think they're supposed to, but they do.
They have normal aggro if there's no drone.
Yeah, so make sure we have the correct person closest to them for that first round, for sure.
Right side, I immediately get aggro with shrooms and I can just kite them for quite a while, so.
No one should be getting hit by spiralings.
I'm wondering if, because I'm going bear mode, I keep getting all the bomb ones, because it happened again. Like, I got 3 of them twice.
No, I've had multiple three of them on me. Again, it's just don't worry about it because like the side teams
Yeah.
will get like 90% of them.
You got to remember there's 3 new ones every like 4 seconds. So over a span of 3 minutes, that's everybody on average getting like 3 or 4 targets. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I think it's good. The spiderlings is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, like we saw that. That's a full rotation. We do that 3 times, and it's the final phase, which is a big Zerg fest. That's insane now. So let's try to get through a second phase and maybe even sneak through a third, and then at that point, it's just doing the Zerg at the end, which is very hard right now. Mages, if the first mage who's been doing the mechanic thing is comfortable, can you let the other mage have a chance at it so that they learn?
Yeah, Mage Tail, do you want to give it a try this time around?
Sure.
Are we getting it? Like, are the mages? They're not supposed to die, are they?
Yeah, you're not supposed to die.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm dying to the fire after I throw out the mirror images.
Diminish shield mage ward. It might help enough. Only about 16, 17k, but it's something.
Vanny, when you're up there, is it possible as you're doing your little maneuver to drag the boss off to the side? Like the one time I went up after you did it, she was like all the way at the edge, not like where I came up, and it gave me time to like taunt her, and it gave me some distance. Other times I've gone back up and she's like right on top of me, and I don't know if you have any control over that or not.
Yeah, I tried to get to the edge right before the devastation. So, in theory, if the images are up, then she's tanked and somewhat and far away.
VR, you're hungry. Lawrence, you're hungry. Lolo and Danny, you eat. And Excel. Here we go. Tank going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up. Add.
Yep. So I got fixated, so I face it away from the raid and I pop a defensive, and then it's back to cheat.
Runner's dead.
Ready to
Add.
Heading up.
Tank up.
Can get this one.
Healer up. Healer up.
Spinners.
Dead.
Idiots.
Add.
Yeah, we're gonna slowly wipe here, so might as well get into position. But I mean, ground guys, like this was perfect. We did a perfect 2 rounds.
So Reki and I have been. I told him that time I was gonna get on a drone for the last wave of spiders. Really, what I'm doing is I'm throwing like one AOE burst on the spiders and letting him do most of the rest. I'm talking about spider moons, and that's working really well. I don't think we need 2 dedicated DPS, range DPS on those, but 1 is solid.
And I was gonna talent my shit, but it has my feral bars. But that's something that for live that will absolutely trivialize it, I think.
Well, and I'll say this too, like Reki's doing a really good job with doing that. I mean, Reki's a good hunter, but also a hunter is really good for that with entrapment. And we'll have 2 live, which will help.
So so Maple, this is something I don't know healer timings that well, but one thing to note, Maple and Roy, is that in the final phase we're basically constantly chaining defensive cooldowns, and so we got to make sure that we haven't used them for that last phase. I don't know how long, like if there's a 2-minute that you can do early. I mean,
most are 2 to 3 minutes.
The idea is that we don't get the AoE between.
Oh yes,
Right.
Exactly. So Maple and Roy, just so it's clarifying, when we were doing this mage mechanic thing that they're learning upstairs, it invalidates that spit mechanic, and there is no damage taken. So if we are hitting our goals here, there actually will never be that damage spike. Sure, yeah, you can do the pull one. Yeah. That's not a problem. But that's, yeah, basically, if everything goes well, the pull is the only one that ever happens.
Second last. And Popsicle and it was some priest. Probably B-Man.
Here we go.
That's the diet.
Tank going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
Okay, Papa.
Don't take this yet.
Add.
Yep.
All right, well, that's a learning moment. I'll note it for later to talk about it. Let's try to get the drone down. We'll see, though.
Add.
Tank going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
Grab the next one, Casty.
Got it.
Thank you.
Far side, bottom.
Spinner's gotta die again.
With B-Res for wrecking Illy Pop.
Coming down the middle. Oh, yeah.
Popping in 3.
Add.
I can do this one.
Tank going up.
Tank up.
Let's kill the spinners.
Healer
Leave
up.
the drone.
Healer up.
Let's just try to make it through the spinner.
Ember, get a PS on cross.
Got it.
One hit through, watch it through.
Add.
All right, so let's prep for wipe here. So the learning moment I mentioned to note is that unfortunately we had actually twice I think this fight 2 laners or cavers got the fixation, and so the drone of course went to them directly into spiderlings. So the learning moment is that if you're a laner and you get fixated, you gotta use your boot or something to just like break the path line, so that at least we're not immediately hitting into the spiderlings.
Yeah, it was Chachi both times, and really Chachi, what you could do is just charge the drone and get it to X. Look at where she is.
Yeah.
We'll cover the spiderlings that are over there.
Can we try a round where we don't have any of the melee out soaking and instead have them helping with DPS?
Have them on the drone.
So
like
then
drone and spinners, because I think we're losing a lot of damage on the ads, and they're just getting, and especially with 2 of our DKs not being able to taunt.
Sure, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna try it out, of course. The 2 range people, you're gonna have higher priority for intercepting those broodlings for sure. So just be ready for that if we try this. Okay? So if that's
The only
the
thing
case,
is, I will need to make sure that we're getting heals.
yeah. So if that's the case, then let's for one attempt here, we're gonna have Chachi, Lore, and was it Pop is the other lane?
Yeah.
Stay in the center, kill the stuff, and then of course go to the drone after, and we'll see. Lane people, call if you need damage, and your respective person, like call which lane, that person breaks off to lane if they need help.
The spiderling's been pretty good. Like I was mostly keeping up even with Reki dead.
Yeah, like we went 3 waves there, guys, and we also had that stupid heal thing happen. So like we're full deep on the bottom side.
Much we've got to eat. Cross, Casty, Beam Energy, Popsicle, Calm, Chachi.
Also, the broodlings are definitely bugged and only targeting druids like 99% of the time.
That's what I'm saying. I keep getting 3 of them.
Too scared of our power.
I mean, we could take advantage of it if we know it's going to happen every time.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
just
couple
keep
times.
DPSing.
There's been a couple times where I just pop Bardic Skin, and yeah, it's like just don't take anything.
So which are both mages comfortable now with it? Like you've learned you're done it at least once or twice?
I don't know if it ever has felt like I've done it correctly, to be honest.
Okay, so you're gonna still be a first wave mage, okay? If you're still not comfortable, I want you to be the first wave mage.
I've got it pretty much down.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
like I'm ice blocking right before the devastation comes out. Pop out of that, and then I hit my images and my invis. And it seems like it stops everything, but then she just comes out and just whacks me at that point. After my...
I don't... Vanny, other way around. When the smoldering goes off, you want that to trigger cauterize, and then block to stop the cauterize damage. And use the block for a good amount of duration. Get out of it, mirrors, invis. Like it's a 10-second type deal.
Oh,
to make more sense?
I mirrored invis once all the fire was gone. That's kind of...
Okay, so then if that's the case, cool. So Van, you'll be the mage. You'll be, like, it'll be Cross, Molo, Ember, Van, and then Kor's going up the first time now. He's going to pop his portal, and then the second round, Mage Tail, you add yourself in the DPS rotation up. And so now we're going to have one more person upstairs. Okay? Good with that, Kor? Okay. So Kor goes up first round so he can place his thing up, and then it's everybody that I've just talked about.
So I'm still doing
further on.
first.
Yeah. Whoever Van was doing first. He's the mage that goes up first round. Second round and third round, you both go up. And then you're the second round coverage.
Okay.
Attack for the goddess!
Tank going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up. Add.
Breathing got through.
I'm out of defenses. You're gonna have to take this one.
Yeah, I got him.
That's balanced around the ground.
Okay, everyone stack roughly in the middle.
Wordling getting through. No, I got it. Come on.
Okay. And round number 2.
Add.
Tank heading up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
Give any.
Who's finished?
Can we get any?
Fixate. Add.
Spider-Man coming in, help with that.
Tank going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
If I can get those paints up.
Yeah, let's throw pizza.
I fell back down.
Healer up. Add.
All right, so this is this is a collapse situation. So let's prep for the reset here. I mean, as you can see, ground like 2 waves perfectly clean. I think there's a little cleanup with spiderlings, but other than that, like we've got.
Yeah, we need to clean up this fight.
If I had slaughtering shrooms and it wasn't a huge pain in the ass, it would be so much better.
Not the right spinners. Spinners need to die.
Gotcha.
Yes.
If we swapped Illy or Reki as well, so that we had a slow or a perma-slow.
I'm slowing my star, so.
What?
I am slowing star every time.
Well, I'm saying that with Cassie and I over here and you and Reki at the same one.
No, it's me and Reki.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made sure there's at least one something on each lane.
But to be fair, Mage has a lot of utility on those two. I can Ring of Frost, Frost Nova, Blast Wave, Dragon's Breath. Like, there's a bunch of shit I could do.
How was the boss positioning for that cross when it came up the first time?
That was nice. It gave me some time to kind of get myself situated and taunt and get a cooldown rolling.
Yeah, I just needed to hold on for like a half a second more, and I think I would have survived that. So I think maybe that was just canceling Ice Block a little too early.
The melee, that first drone was really good. After the first smoldering, the melee that are on the drone, after that first smoldering, focus on getting spinners down and killing them, and then get on the drone. Russ, maybe go bear and round up the spinners.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing mostly. Just been staying in bear and taunting as soon as the taunt is up.
So, Chachi had an issue on a job site. He's in construction, and he had to leave. It was an emergency issue. So, and we're gonna do a couple more pulls just so we can get the rhythm down a little bit more. I reached out to one of our trial hunters, and unfortunately, he joined a bot right before, thinking that we weren't going to need him. And I don't think it's worth bringing somebody in for 2 pulls because we're 20 minutes from the end of the raid.
I could just still box the green machine. That'd be good, right?
Yeah.
If it was a different account, I would. Yes, you gotta have a key though. What about a tuning process?
I really don't like what it's doing to my chat here.
A bunch of people gotta eat. Cross casting, meow. Popsicle, you still made a flask. A bunch of other people are low.
While we're get rid of him. While we're waiting for people to eat and all that stuff, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. This is going to give us a huge head start when this goes live. And I know I learned a lot tonight. I'm sure everybody else did as well. So this is all good for us. All right, here we go. If we get one more PTR weekend, I'll be very happy, but I will also be very surprised. Tank going up?
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
Sorry, Mark, they were just getting away from me.
Add.
One coming in the group. Okay.
Can you help that, please? Oh, this is really bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is terrible.
What's going on?
I just can't help him to slow at all.
Yeah, that first.
Wait, what? Why?
I only have mind flay. So I can only do one target at a time.
Okay. Spinners,
Add.
melee. Spinners.
Tank going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up.
Haunts.
Healer up.
We get cross up? Nope. Okay. Let's quick reset this just so we get more time out of this.
Cassie, swap with me. You're gonna be on
Add.
the triangle group. Where were you guys?
We fell behind.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to slow. I'm giving you a slow. Where are you?
Right side. Right side.
So Cassie, you're gonna go triangle left. I'll be over the left.
It was really just until I got into solar eclipse, and then it was fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But you don't have a reliable slow. Whenever we do this live, don't put a mage on a freaking cave team. That is terrible. Like, I'm having worse mana problems than freaking Cho'Gall.
Yeah, Vanny found that out.
Yeah, it's no good for it.
Wow. Who hurt Sev? Clearly
Major.
me.
Major.
He's just mad that, well, I said it in Raid Chat for that last full, but I modified that attune thing to whisper him whenever I got some sort of break point. And half the time it just gave me some error message saying no player name, whatever the priest was online. Sabrina?
Satya should join us.
Cross City Flask.
He clearly understands Sev on a level that none of us do.
Some right side. Reki, have fun with that priest.
Yeah, at least with a hunter, he'll just be able to mine through the whole damn time.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Reki's destroying this thing. Fine. I don't have to do a lot. But I can help you because you're worthless.
You need to get into solar.
Let's make this one count, guys. Probably gonna be the last one for the night due to the time.
I don't know where this is.
Okay.
Tank going up.
Tank up. Healer up. Healer up. Add.
Broodling got through.
Prep the spinners, get in the center.
Add.
Tank going
Tank
up.
up. Healer up. Healer up. Fixate.
Yep.
Got a spinner in the back that needs to be taken down.
Add.
How long on Typhoon, Mark?
13 seconds.
Okay. Next wave, I'm gonna. You guys.
Spinner.
Tank going up.
Tank up.
Remember when you get up, you can do stuff.
Healer up. Healer up. Add.
Idiots.
Use BRs if we have them.
Definitely get Casty out to help Kings.
Someone go help Star.
Should all be dying.
2, 1.
Kill the drone. Drones.
Marked skull. Okay, this is the final phase right here. So, we're killing the drones technically.
Kill the drone. Kill Skull, kill Skull. Get on the boss's butt.
We would be stacked on his butt, and the two tanks would be separated, kind of like a triangle. And theoretically, everything's dead. And we would zerg the boss. We would hold off our hero for 30-ish%. And Mola would run off a chain of calls for healing and defensive cooldowns. And it's just an endless stream of damage wave. But that's the fight.
It ramps up over time too, right? Or am I thinking?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Touchdown.
it's the buffs have made it so aggressive that we've made it to phase 3. That'll be a gear thing. That'll be an experience thing. But like this is what we wanted to see today, which is we can kill Shanix, we can kill Beth. We've already done Rye. Eliswazor we're already prepared for. There's a little bit of bugginess still to it, so I'm not worried about not seeing it today.
Sorry.
So yeah.
One note, Cross. Just when we transitioned to phase 2, just where the boss was, there was like 2 big puddles like right on the back. Can you just try to position so that that's not the case? I know they go away shortly, but
no, I
just
get
we
it.
have to stack up on the back.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like there's an aggro reset too. I was kind of expecting her to come right to me, but I had to taunt her. All right, guys. You know what? This might be it for us on the PTR. If they do give us one more session, like Mage Tail seems to think they will, that'd be great. My God.
And I want to reiterate what Excel was saying earlier. It's like Crosby, man, myself, and him. Anybody else in there? I think that was it for a little bit, but we were just chatting and watching Jordy stream a bit and just talking about priority on things. We wanted to see some list resort tonight, but we didn't, obviously. The goal for Bethelak, though, was get to phase 3 or phase 2, whatever. It was a little sloppy, but we got there, and that's a big thing. And we got there with 25 people, 24 people.
Whichever side I'm on, if I'm in there, like having that